Mississippi. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. Bluff Bothwell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game type numbers early this year. But guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
They'll go to the counter. Nice move there. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Mississippi State right back to the line.
It really is no mystery. And, Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop him.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's...
There he goes! Bust through behind his pad. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to Fluff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Trying to get away. Plows through the defense. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Motion from the back. And he's wrestled to the ground. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it with Bothwell. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Missouri's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Ahmad Hardy, he barreled his way into the end zone 5 times, leading them to victory last time out. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Simmons buys a little time with his feet. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Missouri trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. 4th down, Simmons. He'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he got loose. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Running right, it's Bothwell. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Makes it past the marker. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. Right back to Hardy on first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Backed up now, here's second and long. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Hardy. There's some room, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Taylor wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. From the gun, give to Hardy. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. He's moving out of the pocket. Took care of it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Hardy. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Simmons. Here's a heat. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Williams got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically.
Going to take a shot. Got it down the field. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Bothwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a...
Turning it on! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Just feeds the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Never a doubt. And we are all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good,
it's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the middle. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Simmons. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes a grab and there's room. Touchdown Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
and the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now on second down. They'll go to the counter play. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Taylor wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. They have got to keep feeding their star wide receiver. He has been brilliant here in the first half, showing his experience against every type of defense they've tried to throw at him. He continues to be a problem, one the defense will have to solve if they expect to turn around this second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He tries to take the top off. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Throwing Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the left, it's Hardy. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll start on the ground with Clough Bothwell. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. At touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Now adjusting. Quick step and go. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Now give it to Fluff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. On first down, it's Bothwell again. Makes one man miss. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now give it to Fluff. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On first down, it's Bothwell again. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Mississippi State going up tempo. Now give it to Fluff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Taylor wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll try the right side with Hardy. Maybe a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Hardy again. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. Simmons. Rushes on him. He's on the move. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the left side, it's Hardy. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Taylor wants to throw. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a give to Bothwell. It's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Might be looking to run. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got it, beat down in bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now second down as they try to run this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a 1st down. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll run it to the right side. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's Simmons to throw. Lets it go. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Simmons. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. If there's time to pad the stats. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Winning can become a habit.